Hello and welcome to our video on the intersection of art and nature in landscape architecture. Landscape architecture is a unique field that combines elements of art and nature to create outdoor spaces that are both beautiful and functional. From the formal gardens of the Renaissance to the naturalistic designs of the picturesque movement, art and nature have always been intertwined in landscape architecture. One of the ways that art and nature intersect in landscape architecture is through the use of plants and other natural elements to create a sense of beauty and harmony. For example, the use of different colors, textures, and forms of plants can be used to create a sense of movement and change, or to evoke different emotions. One way that plants are used in landscape architecture is through the use of color. Different colors of plants can be used to create a sense of movement and change, and to evoke different emotions. For example, warm colors such as red, orange, and yellow can create a sense of excitement and energy, while cool colors such as blue, green, and purple can create a sense of tranquility and serenity. Another way that plants are used in landscape architecture is through the use of texture. Different textures of plants can be used to create a sense of depth and interest, and to create a sense of movement and change. For example, coarse textured plants such as grasses and succulents can create a sense of movement and dynamism, while fine textured plants such as ferns and moss can create a sense of tranquility and serenity. Plants can also be used to create different forms, such as ground cover, shrubs, and trees. These different forms of plants can be used to create a sense of depth and interest, and to create different levels of privacy and shade. Lastly, the use of different species of plants can also create different visual effects and evoke different emotions. For example, the use of native plants can create a sense of connection to the local ecosystem and culture, while the use of exotic plants can create a sense of wonder and surprise. Another way that art and nature intersect in landscape architecture is through the use of hardscaping elements such as stone, brick, and concrete. These elements can be used to create a sense of structure and stability, and can also be used to create a sense of movement and change. One way that hardscaping elements are used in landscape architecture is through the use of geometric patterns and shapes. For example, the use of square and rectangular shapes can create a sense of order and symmetry, while the use of circular and curvilinear shapes can create a sense of movement and dynamism. Another way that hardscaping elements are used in landscape architecture is through the use of different materials. Different materials can be used to create a sense of texture and interest, and to evoke different emotions. For example, the use of natural stone can create a sense of warmth and coziness, while the use of concrete can create a sense of modernity and minimalism. Hardscaping elements are also often used to create different levels of privacy and shade in outdoor spaces. For example, walls, fences, and screens can be used to create privacy, while pergolas, trellises, and arbors can be used to create shade. Lastly, hardscaping elements can be used to create different types of outdoor spaces, such as patios, decks, and walkways, that can be used for different activities, such as entertaining, dining, or exercising. Art and nature also intersect in landscape architecture through the use of water features such as fountains, pools, and waterfalls. These elements can be used to create a sense of movement and change, and can also be used to create a sense of tranquility and serenity. One way that water features are used in landscape architecture is through the use of sound. The sound of water can create a sense of tranquility and serenity, and can also be used to mask unwanted sounds such as traffic. Another way that water features are used in landscape architecture is through the use of light. Water can reflect and refract light in different ways, creating a sense of movement and change, and also adding visual interest to the space. Water features can also be used to create different visual effects, such as mist, fog, and steam, which can add a sense of mystery and wonder to a space. Water features can also be used to create different types of outdoor spaces, such as swimming pools, reflecting pools, and water gardens, that can be used for different activities, such as swimming, lounging, or meditation. Additionally, water features can also be incorporated into green infrastructure to improve the environmental performance of a site. For example, rain gardens, bioswales, and other water management strategies can be incorporated with water features to create a sense of movement and change. Overall, the intersection of art and nature in landscape architecture is a key aspect of the field. By combining elements of art and nature, landscape architects can create outdoor spaces that are both beautiful and functional, and that reflect the unique cultural and natural context of the site. Thank you for watching our video on the intersection of art and nature in landscape architecture. We hope you found it informative and enjoyable. Remember, landscape architecture is an ever-evolving field that continues to adapt to the changing world and its needs.